You ever wonder why in Texas marching band is so big and treated nearly as important as high school football? Well, that's because of the rivaling debate of STEAM versus STEM. And in Texas is on the side of STEAM. If you are anything like me, you love music and you have wondered how it's become such a big part of the curriculum in schools. Like, how are we as in college students allowed to just play and learn music all day? Like, it's kind of crazy. It's actually pretty fascinating. Well, currently I'm getting my degree in music education, and so far I've learned every instrument, all of them, and including vocals and everything. And I've also learned all the big names of all the people who invented certain teaching methods and the way we use them in music. But probably the most interesting thing is this fight in the education world to have the arts a part of a child's growth and education. Good evening, everybody. I'm Nick, and I'm going to be telling you why the arts in a child's education is more important and useful to their future than most people think. And I'm going to use STEAM versus STEM to explain why. First, I will inform you about what STEAM and STEM is. And then I will argue why STEAM should be in schools. And then lastly, I will explain why I'm pro-STEAM. So, what is STEAM versus STEM? STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And STEAM stands for pretty much the same thing, except for A stands for the arts. So STEM is geared towards logistical thinking, and the outcome is being goaled at engineering. It is believed that everything should be applied to engineering in the end. Not in the sense that everyone is expected to go and get an engineering degree, but really meaning that all applications work as a whole towards the same process of thinking, which would be an engineering state of mind. Zoltan Kodály, the founder of the Kodály teaching method, once said, "With music, one's whole future, life is brightened." This is such a treasure in life that it helps us over many troubles and difficulties. Music is nourishment, a comforting elixir. Music multiplies all that is beautiful and of value in life. STEAM emphasizes using the arts to fuel thinking and to lead to a deeper understanding of the content. STEAM argues that the arts are not to enhance your learning and education, but also helps the child grow as a person. There's a lot of common misconceptions within STEAM in the STEAM push, but really the ultimate goal is to not change what the child learns, but how the child learns it. So let's dig into this. Why is STEAM good? Like I previously stated, the ultimate goal of STEAM is not to change what the child learns, but how the child learns it. STEAM advocates all the arts in the education of a child. Tonight I'm going to focus on one, which I have the biggest background in, and that's music. Just in music alone, there are many opportunities for students to be a part. Marching band, concert band, choir, jazz, and many more. Music helps with math because literally we deal with counting and numbers on a daily basis. And it pushes technology because we physically play on mechanical instruments and play on technological devices that is constantly being developed. And then it also furthers both scientific and mathematical understanding, which is the theory aspect of music. The arts also help with life outside of education. Every student has their own personal life, and we as teachers don't always know what happens in a student's life. Maybe they have a rough life at home. Maybe school is tough. Maybe there is a bully somewhere in their life. But there's a billion other things that could be going on, and not just the bad, but also the good. The arts provide an outlet, something that can be channeled from the good and the bad things in the life and just push it right through it. The arts are more expressive than other fields of learning, which can help the growth of a child. While reading an article by Anne Jolly, I stopped to think about a particular sentence, which read, The purpose of STEAM should not be so much to teach art, but to apply art in real situations. Applied knowledge leads to deeper learning. This is brilliant because I feel that this is the ultimate argument for STEAM. It's defending the STEM argument that is being taught, but it also, with the arts, furthering the deeper understanding. The arts aren't taking importance away from STEM, which is a common misconception, which I mentioned earlier. But also, I really like this quote because it really puts into perspective the kind of teacher I want to be. I don't want to be just a teacher that teaches a subject. I want to be a teacher that teaches my students about life and how to survive it and how to overcome things and use music to do that. So, what side do I sit on in this argument? As a person that grew up playing music in and out of school, I am all for it. The arts, especially music, really does emphasize how we learn in all aspects of education. While I was researching test scores based off of STEAM and STEM students, I came across a study that was recently done at the University of Florida. It stated students who studied the arts scored an average of 98 points higher on the SAT than students who studied the arts for less than a year. That's crazy. And I know with that, my musical background helped me learn at a deeper level. My biggest case for STEAM is because it saved my life. It gave me an outlet I needed to stay out of trouble. It gave me role models that I still learn from. It gave me leadership opportunities, a stronger work ethic, and it taught me that getting to new places and conquering new walls as a team would be life-changing. It gave me a family outside of my own. The arts help you grow as a person. I was searching for the best visual aid for this to show during my speech, but I didn't want to do a poster with statistics or a PowerPoint. So I thought the best thing that represents why I'm passionate about this issue is my saxophone. Her name is Allison. I started playing saxophone 14 years ago. And this thing right here saved my life. When I see her, I see all the memories I had growing up and all of the opportunities that I gained from it. I don't know where I would have been without that. So how about STEAM for your kids? Carl Orff, the founder of another teaching methodology, once said, "Since the beginning of time, children have not liked to study. They would much rather play, and if you have their interests at heart, you will let them learn while they play." Today I made an argument for STEAM versus STEM, and I first told you about what STEAM and STEM was, then I argued why STEAM should be in schools, and then last I explained why I'm pro-STEAM. Music changed my life and made me better for it. So let's change it for the lives of our kids and the kids after them.